Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Tech Talk here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. Here to marry some technical analysis, we'll look at what charts are telling us and what's gone on, and we'll look at the option analysis and give us some perspective on what is expected in those stocks going forward. And I want to take a look at the general market right now and then dig into two stocks specifically. One has earnings and one had some unusual option volume. So jumping in, we're going to take a look at the spiders. SPY, this is the ETF proxy to the S&P 500. Actually, we have something that is actually getting very interesting here. Today, we saw that the spiders actually challenged the 20-day moving average, sliced right through. And you can see it sliced through there. Its low of the day right now is at 236.32, and 236.52 is the 20-day moving average. Looks like the bulls are getting tested here right now in the S&P 500. As a matter of fact, taking a look at the options that will be expiring at the end of this week, they're pricing in the potential of a 1% range, or in other words, $2, roughly $2.09, in the spiders for the remainder of this week. So we could see it as high as 238, or we could see it as low as 234, which would get us in this range where then all of a sudden the bulls are going to be tested. Let's watch this very closely. Taking a look at the small caps, the Russell 2000 ETF, this is IWM. Trading at 137.94, down 52 cents, almost 0.4%. Again, challenge of the 20-day moving average here at 137.43. Low of the day came in at 137.37, so it actually broke. And we'll watch that very closely. The IWM options are pricing in right now, $1.85 range, either up or down. And that is a little bit over about 1.5%. So with that being said, seeing a 1.5% move, you could see it as high as 138, almost 139, or as low as 136 and some change. And 136 would get us right below that 50-day moving average, which is what we're going to watch here, 136.50. So a challenge in this area means that we could potentially retest not only the conviction of the mid and short-term bulls, but also retest these levels last week where we saw some lows. Taking a look at the mid-cap, the MDY, the mid-cap 400. MDY has now broken through the 20-day moving average, trading at 313.21. The 20-day moving average came in at 313.39. We have it trading now below that level. This is where there's going to be a test. It tested the 50-day moving average, which came in at 310.28. The MDY is pricing in a range of $3.08 on this $300 ETF that tracks the 400 top mid-cap stocks. Right now, that's about a 1% move. So again, with this down now $1, it still is pricing in another $2 for the remainder of this week, just taking a look at those weekly options, so that we could see it really as low as 310, which would challenge that 50-day moving average, or it could get back up and challenge that 316 level, which it couldn't break through last week, but challenged. And again, we'll watch that very closely. A stock that I saw some unusual volume activity in, it was one that was getting some headlines because it was discussed by a CNBC commentator. That's Cypress Semiconductor. The semis have been on a complete tear, and Cypress has basically been leading with the group. You can see it's well above its 20, 50, and 200-day moving average. It's trading at 14.21, and the unusual volume came in on the April 14 calls, about 2,000 contracts traded, and 1,300 of those contracts traded on the offer in one trade. The reason why I'm bringing this up is that they have earnings that are coming up in April, so it's during the expiration cycle of those options. And the other thing is that just looking at Cypress, through April expiration of the options, it's pricing in about a $1.11 move, and the stock is up 21 cents today. It's a $14 stock, so you're seeing almost a 10% move, about 9.5% move being priced in between now and April expiration, potentially in Cypress. So a 9.5% move either up or down. That's a decent range in this $14 stock. So we're going to watch Cypress very closely. And then we have Nike. Nike's reporting earnings tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow morning. Stock's trading at, up 89 cents at 58.69. Now, retail has been under pressure as of late. We talked about retail specifically last night in the Sunday night setups where we thought that there might be an opportunity in some traditional bricks and mortar. We saw Tiffany's actually to the upside, but retail in general today and consumer discretionaries is under pressure. We saw that mostly because of the weakness in the dollar, some uncertainties that are starting to come into the markets, both domestically and globally. But with that being said, Nike reporting up right now about 1.5%. The options are pricing in right now going into the event tomorrow for Nike that Nike could have a range of around $2.24, which is about a 5% range going into the earnings announcement tomorrow. It's already moved up 89 cents, and it has, basically another $1.50 to the upside that's been already priced in. We're going to see if that holds up, but it's trading well off of its best levels. And again, its 20-day moving average comes in at 56.92. That's where the short-term bulls have taken control over the last couple of weeks, bounced off, and now have some strength to the upside going into earnings. So we'll watch that one very closely tomorrow morning. All right, folks, that is it for Tech Talk right here on MarketStream.live. Join me at 4:30 Eastern Time. I'm going to wrap up all of today's action here in the markets. See you then.